You know, we got to start the day off with gospel music. Can't win without starting with God. But today, we got 3 tasks. Some to the point. I will do a sign a VA, finish the dials for the day, and then I got to set up Facebook Pixel for a customer today. I'm gonna tell you like somebody told me. If you cut a log in the forest, you leave, live your life, come back 3-4 months later, that log's still gonna be there. It's up to you to move that log. I made a mistake today. You can't chase a sale when they tell you they can't pay for it. I wasted an hour and a half on a phone call that should have took 10 minutes. Because I explained when he told me in the beginning of the call that he couldn't afford it. So I'm making the most out of the next play. The one that's in control. But you're only as good as your last shot though. So I'm bringing on another VA. I'm gonna work with her instead. And then from there, I'm gonna double these calls. And then we're gonna go full-fledged some more with Siloh. Because once again, this is something I personally dealt with when I'm creating my workouts. I know I tore my ACL when I played football in college. So I know I want to do extra knee rehabilitation at least once a week. So something like pistol squats or banded TKEs, because I didn't have that ability. I mean, there was no AI that always just was able to throw that in there, which along with that, catering to my leg day or catering to my quad day. Or I know I want to, build a bigger chest or build a bigger, what's the specific plans that you want to have. And having those in there now is here. Specifically training for, it breaks all this down and gives you a specific AI to do so. It actually gives you a nutritionist and it caters the meal plan to your sport that you're actually working on.
Screw all that. I just joined the waitlist for Siloh, and so I need 3 people to click the link so I can move my ass up. Screw what you're talking about. Y'all, I'm gonna send y'all a link. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we gotta do something so I can get priority access, because this is kind of messed up. That my roommate is 18 and waitlist. I digress. That's all I'm gonna say.
And also the good thing about it is TJ is a former college athlete also. He ran track. He ran track at Duke. So a lot of this is also, some feedback that he's going through that he had to go through when he was training for Duke or training things, because they had a lot of more tech that went with it and things like that. But also, now he's leaving post-college, staying in shape, how to have nutrition in line with fitness. Oh, side note, atlas-navigation.com. He gonna talk about his in due time, but just know I'm gonna get his pitch when he's ready to give his pitch, because I don't want to give a pitch for him.
Pitch right now. Okay. So if y'all are traveling anytime soon, we all know that we hate going to the airport 2 hours early.
Especially with the TSA shutdown, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we don't even gotta talk about the TSA shutdown and things of that nature, but we all hate going to the airport 2 hours early, and we would all much rather spend that time elsewhere. So wouldn't it be pretty cool if there was an app for this? I kind of broke the foreshadowing. There is an app for this. We made the app for this. Oh yeah.
So you know exactly.
It's not focusing, but atlas-navigation.com. So we actually launched 2 weeks ago. Just made a post. We're at 150 users, but we're actually at around 170. So shout out to 20 that I didn't include in the post. I'm sorry. 150 looked cooler for the graphic, but we coming.
Process, I'm specifically asking, a lot of times people be like, oh, I want to gain muscle, I want to gain muscle. But don't even pick what they really want to gain muscle on. Cause like I know for me, for example, I want to gain muscle in my quads. So now it has the ability to, you click gain muscle, now you can pick chest, back, shoulders, arms, or, you know, other specific muscle groups. Like, you know, maybe you want more room in your rear delts, or, you know, forearms and things like that, or glutes or core, whatever it may be. Now you can have those specific things, and you can pick multiple of them to do so.
You were so much better when you smile. I know. The biggest thing Y Combinator teaches, majority of founders, especially early on, fail because they start iterating a product and putting in features that nobody asked. Start simple, get the feedback. Even if you sit here and think, oh, I think the user would like this, like no, like let the users tell you that before you waste time and energy iterating on that. You know,
it's the process behind it. You're trying to iterate something that you think you want, but the user don't want. Like the fact the MVP needs to be the minimum viable product. I will let everybody request features all they want to, because honestly, let's be real. You can do the self-evaluation on what users, what you think, blah blah. But then on the flip side of that, users don't know what they want. Ask Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs said himself, users don't know what they want. They just go tell you what they think they want.
They tell you what
and then they're gonna change their mind.
And it's on you to figure out what they actually want. The way that I think about management is top down. If the person at the top of the management that's actually making the final directives isn't boots on the ground making shit happen, how can you expect the people under you to do that? You can't have interns, you can't have a top down, people on the bottom putting in work, whether the people on the top not being put in work. That man is bad, but you're never gonna reach potential. Ever.
No, you're not. You're right.
You have to lead by example. So,
you know, that's the killer and the truth of management job. I feel like it's a mixture. Like it's the fact that you're forcing yourself to work. If you think replace yourself, you'll work less. No, that's not how it works.
yeah.
People you're fostering a culture, and people only foster that culture and actually watch you do that when you actually do it. Like, no one's gonna follow you if you're not doing anything. But then I realized, you know what? Once again, these are problems that I'm having, but are problems that I get to have. That's what we were talking about yesterday, like the fact that I had a meeting yesterday that buddy was talking the whole time about nothing, and I realized he took advantage of my time. But then I also realized I was mad in the moment. I was mad for like 2-3 minutes, but then I realized, like, hold on, I get the opportunity to dissect what didn't work. Because it's kind of like, I'm talking about the ifs, oh man, when I get there, this is what's gonna happen, then I get there, but now I'm actually in the moment and dissecting it instead of just case study of other people doing it. Now I'm in a case study of me doing it. Now I'm driving off of data.
Not just that, but even though you ain't coach, you just showed that you can get somebody to sit on a phone call with you for 90 minutes.
Okay, that is true too. Whether he talking or not. I stand by the fact there is no such thing as being too big. Your boundaries, you ain't said no enough to enough things. Cause that's what I'm learning more and more.
That's a great point.
I'm learning more and more, like, I'm not saying no to things. When I say no, I don't mean like no to people, like somebody offering something, I say no. I mean no to is in like, because like for example, what's the thing that people say all the time in college? Oh, I'm working on in the morning. Well, if you actually went to sleep at a decent time and actually woke up at a decent time, you actually work on in the morning.
Yeah.
So little stuff like that.
I'm off, go ahead.
No, you good. No, you good. That's all I have to say really about
I
it.
used to be the same way. I used to be like, oh, I can't do work in the morning. Well, obviously I can't fucking do work in the morning because I'm bullshitting, staying up late, only getting like 5 hours of sleep. Obviously I'm gonna wake up and feel like shit and like I can't do work in the morning.
Exactly. I say this in a meaningful way, but like in such a light way also. You have to literally be religious about your time.
Yeah.
Like so intentional about your time.
Like you saying time is the one thing that everybody has, and that it is finite no matter what the fuck you do and no matter who the fuck you are. You gotta cherish that shit.
When I was like in the beginning, I wasn't getting any calls. I was just calling, dry calling, and wasn't really getting any bookings.
Yeah.
I was like, man, bro, like, am I not doing something right? And then when I just started like eclipsing 20 calls, 30 calls, and I started doing 40 calls, 50 calls, I was like, hold on, get a book in a day.
It's about you.
I think everybody should learn sales.
Me and you were in the car. We were putting up the lift ATX, we were putting up the lift
I remember us talking about that.
But I was like, if I had the time, like if I didn't have to actually do like lawsuit shit throughout the day where I could just sit down and call, like if I was only working on Atlas and I could call me while working on Atlas, like I would do that shit even if I wasn't really focused on trying to like sell a product, just because that skill is invaluable. Like you can't put a price tag on it.
He was like, the dumbest person usually sells the most. It's not because he has the best systems. It's not because of all that. It's just the fact he does an unsurmountable amount of volume.
Yeah.
And when he does that, you're not thinking. You're just sitting there talking. Show up every single day, and then sooner or later it's gonna catch up about what's gonna close, what's gonna not close. Because you're gonna realize, you're gonna start catching on like, all right, this works, this doesn't work.
You know why? Physics.
Quantum physics, actually.
I would go the opposite and say Newton's law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So you have to put in at bare minimum equal of what you want to get out.
That is true too. So I'm headed to the library, get some work done, and then from there, we're gonna make some progress on the app. New sprint, new week, so I'm gonna do what I need to do. Been backlogging all my videos, posted the week in life, first week in life, just got done posting that. A lot of people are engaging with it, so that's good. So yeah, man, we building. Finally doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So do what you're called to do, not what you want to do. Is the program, that's the biggest question. For like the biggest, when you get to like the different levels, what do you feel like is the biggest difference between big D1, small D1, or D2? I can tell y'all D2 difference, but is it really like a difference in athletes, or more like the program y'all have?
I think it's across the board. I think it's recruiting, coaching, investment in the program.
Yeah.
Like it's across the
resources,
board.
really.
It's resources.
Resources. Resources and then also like exposure and stuff. Cause like I don't care if it's D1. I got respect for everybody, bro. Just because I went to a D1, like big D1 and shit, they definitely got like talent in D1.
Yeah.
But bro, it's not always at the big schools, and it's showing that nowadays.
You must say you played with Justin and all of them, didn't you? Justin Jefferson and all of them?
Mm-hmm.
But that was a perfect storm. That was like a freakish roster.
Yeah.
It was just pure
It was
talent.
a freakish roster.
It was
My
pure
gosh.
talent.
Bro, but we weren't what everybody saw.
What you mean?
Like we grew into that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see
So
what you
we
mean.
took initiative. Justin and them grew up. I grew up. Who else? Joe stepped up to the plate. So it took some time to grow that shit and like put the pieces together. Like we had NFL coaches that were like analysts, air quotes and shit. Like every college does that shit, but bro, we had at least like 100, like altogether like 100 plus years of NFL experience as coaches. This is part of the program. We got a workout.
D2, y'all don't stress. Y'all just go straight into the workout.
Hey,
We the usage stretch we just did, we didn't even do a lap. Back where
That's why y'all were tearing ACLs,
Yeah, I ain't trying to tear
hamstrings.
So right now, we're at phase, hold on, let me extend up. So onboarding, we finished onboarding, we almost done with onboarding. Right now, Christian's working on the meal prep gen, and then next step is the recipes, and then recipes database with the meal check and the meal swap retention of the plan regen. That's the whole plans, along with the coordination with the workout. I know this says nice to have right here, but ignore that part because workouts should be connected here. Everything else is the nice to have though. This is all our framework of our visioning. And from here, we should be good after here. Business. The goal of the application is to have as little seen as possible so that way people won't get overwhelmed. Phenomenal drawing of how the UI will look. Everything you see on the app should just go straight to exactly where you want to go. Getting people onto the platform, getting actual feedback, along with getting people in the Discord
we're getting more feedback, live feedback going. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Nothing more, nothing less. Everything's in your mind. Everything that you tell yourself you can do, you can do. Everything you tell yourself you can't do, you're right. No matter what, you're right. Let's get active. Realizing that when you're making content, or you're selling a product, or you're selling a brand, it's not about the product itself or the brand itself. It's about the personal connection to the brand. You ask yourself, what are the desires of the brand? Like, why would somebody desire being a part of your brand, being in your brand? And that's something I'm trying to figure out myself. So right now, the biggest thing I'm trying to figure out myself is, why would somebody download this app? Obsession with runny eggs nowadays. Ignore the smoke. It just the stainless steel gets smoky. And I gotta learn how to like conquer what's the difference between my ADHD and the fact my inaction to make a decision. There we go. My inability to make a decision. But today, the goals are simple. We got a meeting today with a potential client, a marketing agency. And today we're talking about the fact that you want to build the dream, or you want to help them find the desire that they have. So that's what I'm gonna achieve on the call today. Anyways, steak done. You know what I'm saying? Real medium / medium well haver. Me and Ray, we at the gym finna lock in. We finna get active at this gym. Cue the montage.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a real announcement to make. It's just that I'm feeling real good right now. Yeah. We've been doing all right. Yeah, we doing all right. We really been living. That's something you don't like. You mad cause that ain't fair, baby.
Oh, no, that ain't fair, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, that ain't fair, baby.
I know that ain't fair,
I
baby.
think we was way below the ground. Who finally we on now? Don't deserve these blessings, but God, he just be flexing.
We were doing a lot of chit chatting. Now it's late. We finished our workout. I've been here. It's been extended a lot of time.
I had tentacles trying to twist up the greatness on me. So I cut off my pain and turned it to calamari. And served it with all the fixings to all my villains. I eat at tables with it.
All right, so this week, we're done. So what we built this week, we built the whole onboarding flow. Took a lot longer than I wanted to take, but it is what it is. I was trying to be perfectionist on it, trying to make sure what was too many questions for the user, what was too little questions for the user, and what was enough for the AI to actually get sufficient information so that way when out the box, the AI knows what you're looking for. You could join early access. You can get early access to the app on Siloh.com. Sign up on the waiting list, and it's gonna be remarkable. I'm actually really excited because it's something I've been waiting to do. Putting us alone now. It's come to fruition how I need to be. It's end the video, right? End the week, end the sprint. Done. I'm gonna go eat some Waffle home to celebrate. Don't forget, invent the future. That's a great tagline. I'm gonna use that for real. You think I'm playing with you?